Hey guys, Richard here with CRG Games, and today we're going to be cracking a Kaldheim set booster box. Now, what I'm going to be doing is a video series where I open 6 of these. At the end, we're going to put all the cards together, similar to what I did in Zendikar Rising, and find out, is this a good deal? Be it $80, which is about what I picked these up for on Amazon, or $100 if that's what they're at now. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I am trying a little bit different setup today. I have my DSLR is a Canon Rebel SL3, and I have a blue snowball mic. Oop. So hopefully that results in a little bit better audio-video quality. I am still new to the whole YouTube game here, but I've tried to take tips on what to do. So hopefully this is better. Let's get started here. We've got 30 packs to crack. There are some things to look out for in this set. Mainly, we're going to be looking out for things like the Vorinclex. We're going to be looking up for pathways. And looks like we already have a foil back here. We've got a Tundra Fumarole, Finn the Fangbearer, and a, I can't ever say this name, Furia? I hope I'm saying that right. And our ad card. So, pack 1, starting out decent. Now, here recently, and it may still be going on, Amazon has these set booster boxes for about $81.50. That's the lowest price that they've had on these in quite some time that I can remember. What I do to track that is I put all the stuff that I want to buy in a list, and then I just check that list every day on Amazon, and it'll tell me the current price and if that price has changed since I put it in that list. And you see here we got our first list card, Nezumi Grave Robber. That is a one of the I guess modal dual face cards before we had modal dual face cards. I don't know if you can see that, but it appears this has a print line right across the face. Starting off with a foil Alpine Meadow. So we're definitely going to be looking out for list cards here. This set does have the opportunity to have a Renin 6, which should still be around $100 to $106. If we hit one of those, that pays for the box entirely, which is really nice. There's our first mythic, that is Quakebringer. And we got a Maskwood Nexus. Great card. Foil Squash. And a List Flame of Keld. It's pretty cool. From Dominaria, that is an uncommon. I don't think there's a lot of value there. Nezumi Grave Robber, if I remember right, that card used to be worth a couple dollars. I've pulled a handful of them that I could remember from these set booster boxes. I don't think it's holding up that high nowadays. So there's our first pathway. If you've been keeping track, Hingegate pathway is the most expensive one. That card is about $15 to $16. It may be a little bit less if you look at TCG low, but the market price, it's been hovering around $15 to $17 here the last couple weeks. So that is definitely that is the pathway that we want to pull. A lot of blue cards here in the beginning. So we got an Old Growth Troll, Surtling Flinger, and a foil Snakeskin Veil. Definitely a good card to get a counter and give your creature hexproof until end of turn. That can save the day for 1 at an instant speed. So Snakeskin Veil, I believe, Oops, I put that in the token pile. I believe that might be, probably around 50 cents or so. A Rootless U, Svella, and a Valky, God of Lies. That is our second mythic. Priest of the Haunted Edge. And a foil, Rally the Ranks. And our Foretell. So, if you remember, this is the first set that brought the Foretell mechanic. So what you do when you foretell, let me just double check, make sure I'm saying this right. If we get one, yes. During your turn, you may pay 2 and exile this card from your hand face down. Cast it later on for its foretell cost. So there's a lot of really good foretell cards in this set. I haven't really used a whole lot since wow, so I've already lost my train of thought because I found this Imperious Perfect in the back here. That is a champion promo. So Foretell, yes, I haven't used a whole lot of the Foretell cards, but there definitely are some good ones. Some Thought Coming, for example, a Foretell Counterspell. That's a good one, and a whole bunch of other ones too. So one of the sleepers in this set, if you've been keeping track, these Snowlands, they are fetchable because they have basic land types. I want to say those are around 50 cents to $1, which is good. We got Tyrite Sanctum and 2 Bergstriders. Nice. So I want to go back to this Imperious Perfect real quick. This is a champion promo. It says down here C9 champs. So the champion promo, I don't like the fact that these are included in the list. For me, this takes away from the specialness of a promo card. Promo cards should not be in the list. I will maintain that until the day I stop playing Magic, I guess. Promo cards should not be on the list. There's a foil, Highland Forest. I think the foils are going for around $1. Frost Augur. We have a print line. Is it on all of these? No. So we have a print line going directly across here in the Basalt Ravager, and following suit right here on this card, and is not present on this card here. So Old Growth Troll, Inga Rune Eyes, that is off center. To the left, Dread Rider, that is a foil common. I want to make sure I'm not taking up too much time here, so we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Still only one pathway, Bergie. Valor of the Worthy, nice. The foil quality in this set is very good. These cards are not Pringles, and they don't seem to want to warp, even after you have them in a box for a while. There's a Doomscar. I believe Doomscar is one of our more expensive rares. Cleaving Reaper and Haggy Mob. So I've never really noticed this until here recently. We got a Snow-Covered Mountain. But when you're opening these packs, apparently you can tell if it's going to have a list card in it, because so if you open it from the back and the first thing you see is the back of a Magic card, I was told that's a list card. So we're going to test that out right now and see if that's true. We've got a Enchantment Saga, the Raven's Warning, a Magda, Frostbite, Mists of Latara, and a Cranial Plating from Time Spiral Remastered. That is pretty darn cool. So yes, if you open up a booster pack and the back has a Magic back on it, it is a list card. There's a very cool Cranial Plating with the retro frame. And we have our first signed art card with a what appears to be a roller mark across right there. I know I said the quality is high, typically is, but those things can happen. Alright, Rise of the Dreadmar, Icebind Pillar, Funeral Longboat, and a Springjack Shepherd. This is from Morningtide. And it has Chroma, so I really like this actually. You count up the pips, usually in cards. So it says when Springjack Shepherd comes into play, you may put a 0/1 white goat creature token into play for each white mana symbol and the mana costs of permanents you control. I think that's an underutilized mechanic. It's not super powerful, but it can give you that little bit of an edge for basically free. Alright, what do we got here? We got Sigrid Showcase, God Favored, Shimmerdrift Veil, Frostpeak Yeti, and our ad card. Wow, so this is what, Icebreaker Kraken? Yeah. Major print line right down the middle there. That's very noticeable. Looks like we got a foil on the back. Path to the World Tree. We got Cyclone Summoner, Narfi, Betrayer King, and Struggle for Skemfar. We're about a little over halfway done here. There is Kaya, the Inexorable. You get that right? Yes, I did. So my buddy and I, we basically collect these art cards. We have a whole ton. I've been saving up all of the ones that I've opened, and we kind of make mats out of them. What you do is you lay them all out how you want, tape the backs together. We tried gluing them onto craft paper. Don't do that. It is the wrong way to do it. You want to tape them, because if you glue them, the moisture in the glue ends up making them all bent and out of shape, and it just really did not work that well. So you definitely want to tape them together in the back, and you don't have to use a lot of tape. So once you tape them all together, I believe 7 rows from side to side and 4 rows top to bottom will get you the right size. Bring them to your local, Staples or print center and get it laminated, and it works really well. So we got Graven Lore, a Blightstep Pathway. I think that's probably about $8 to $10. Bergstrider and Glittering Frost. So far, this box seems to be pretty decent. We haven't hit anything crazy yet. No Phyrexian Vorinclexes or, only one Hingegate Pathway. Redain, God of the Worthy, Blizzard Brawl, Surtland Frostfire. The thing to keep in mind when you're opening boxes like this, to make your return on investment, you need to sell all of the cards. You have to take everything into account. So that includes commons, uncommons, art cards, ad cards, and of course the list cards. You have to take everything in in account when you're figuring out if you're making your money back. Every card does have value. Whether that be a penny or a nickel, that's still value. And we've got the Bears of Litara, Reckless Crew, Shimmerdrift Veil, Rune of Sustenance. So we haven't had any list cards in a bit. We got about 6 packs left. Oh, what is this one? I cannot remember. That is Surtland Frostfire. Oh yeah, I just pulled that. Run Amok. Next card, Cavalry. Battle of Frost and Fire. Call the Forge Master and Scorn Effigy. I don't think there are any commons or uncommons. There's the World Tree. I don't think there are any commons or uncommons right now that are spiking in this set, but anything can happen in the future to change that. There is Starnheim Unleashed. That is our 3rd mythic, and Canopy Tactician. Priest of the Haunted Edge, and a promo negate. I believe this is a player rewards promo, and again, this should not be in the list. Is it really a reward if you give it out later to just anybody? I don't think so. I can already see that we've got a pretty decent card in the back there. So we got Blood on the Snow, Battle for Bretgard, Grim Draugr, and Asika's Chariot. So, foil. That is a 3 rare pack. Now, they say you can obtain up to 4 rares in a pack, and I think the way that actually happens is that you have to pull 3 rares and a rare list card, because I don't think I've ever gotten 4 that I can remember. When talking about rarity, getting 4 rares in a pack, that's rare. So there is our second signed card. And again, keep in mind, it's 1 art card per pack, and 1 in 20 has a chance to be signed. So on average, you get about 1.5 per box, and this is Revitalize. That is very, very nice looking. All right, we've got this pack and 2 more. Narfi, Coma, nice. Making tokens, and it is the showcase as well. Considering it looks to be pretty decent. A little bit off left to right. Fractured Power Stone. Tap to add 1 to your mana pool. Roll the planar die. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. So, the planar die, I'm not super familiar with Plane Chase. From what I understand, it's basically a different, just a different game you can play within Magic. And the planar die, I'm assuming, must be a special die that you can use maybe to change planes. I'll have to look into that. I've considered, learning how to play that, getting the, the whole setup, all the cards and stuff like that, but just haven't gotten around to it yet. Feed the Serpent and Angrath, Captain of Chaos. That is from War of the Spark. Infamously, the set with every pack having a Planeswalker, or so I've been told. I have not actually opened a box of War of the Spark. I do have one. I've been sitting on that for a long time. I don't think I'm going to open it anytime soon. Retribution, Herald, Augury, Raven. So, that is our first box in a 6-box series. We've got a very nice selection of rares here, including that Coma. Couple rare foils. We'll just thumb through these real quick. Lightstep Pathway, Magda, and Bergie there. Jorn, Valky, that was our first mythic, I think. And Hingegate Pathway, and Quakebringer. Oh, I'm sorry, Quakebringer was the first mythic. So, overall, that was a pretty good box. I think I definitely am over the $81 that this box cost. And with the 5% Amazon cashback, that's going to be an extra $4 off. So these boxes cost about $78. So I will see you guys on the next one here. I'll probably upload that in a day or so. And again, at the end, I'm going to take all of these cards, figure out what all the value is, and then I'll break that down so we can find out, is this a good investment? So until next time, catch you later.